Hello everyone. In this video, we'll commission and configure the UPS. The first thing to do is to supply power to the UPS from the power supply board. Then we go to the UPS. The UPS is turned on. We hear the gentle sound of a UPS in operation, and we turn on the battery. Now, we can go to the first configuration by looking at the home screen. We can use these 5 buttons. We have the escape, up, down, enter, and on-off buttons. We will mainly use the up and down arrows as well as the enter button for configuration. So, let's move on to configuring the UPS. On the home screen, first you have a choice of language. We'll choose English even if we're in a French-speaking country. After that, we move the pointer to next. The second setting to configure is the date and time. For each field, you need to choose the relevant number and press enter. We move on to the next one by pressing next. The next choice is the number of phases. For this model, there's only one choice, which is 1, so we choose it. The next choice is voltage. We have several options: 240, 230, 220 or 200. The relevant one for us is usually 230. For specific applications, you could find yourself using other values. Frequency, same again. There are several options: automatic, 60 Hz frequency converter, 50 Hz frequency converter. We will usually choose automatic, except once again for specific applications where we might use the other 2 options. Finally, we'll choose the battery. In the menu, you can see there is the external battery option. That's what we'll choose. There is also the customized battery, which we don't usually use. Once you've selected the external battery, you'll be referred to the choice of the battery. On the battery pack cover, you'll find the part number. If you ordered from MSF Logistic, the battery pack will usually be a 07. In the menu choice, you'll only have 05 or 09. You need to choose 05. In specific cases, where you've received assistance from OCA who gave you a battery pack, you may have a 09. That's why we first need to look at the part number of the battery pack. We'll move on to entering the quantity of battery packs. You'll have the choice of 1 to 4 packs. In this example, we only have 1 pack, so we'll enter the number 1. Now the menu is completed and we have the home screen. Now you press the on-off button for 3 seconds. And when you let it go, it goes to online. We'll go to the menu by pressing the enter button. We're going to look for the setting menu. In setting, we press enter. And we get the battery menu. In battery, we scroll to find the charging current. We select the charging current according to the quantity of batteries we've connected to the UPS. It'll be 1 amp for 1 battery pack, 2 amps for 2 battery packs, and so on up to 4. Here we have 1 battery pack, so we select 1 amp. After we've selected the correct charging current for the battery pack, we will record the battery installation date, which will let us know the battery life, and also ensure we can schedule its replacement if necessary. As you can see, the first field is the year, and it starts off with an unlikely number. To avoid spending 30 minutes setting this configuration, we'll just put the last digit of the year, which is 21 in this case, and then the month and the day. Now everything is done. We record all these operations, that is to say the day it was commissioned, in Memo, and now our UPS is ready to be used. We move on to the last step, which is to check that all is well with the distribution panel for our critical zone. Note that we have to check the output is at 230 volts and 50 Hz. So, on our critical zone distribution board, we're going to measure it using the electrician's best friend, or actually their second best friend, because their best friend is the VT35. So we set the multimeter in the volts position and we check that we have 230 volts at the UPS output. We also check the frequency by doing the same thing but in the Hertz setting, and we can clearly see that we have 50 Hz. We are now ready to power up the service. So, this is our critical zone, which will be powered by the UPS. The critical zone installation can now be commissioned. Now, we're going to simulate a generator breakdown. As you can see, our critical zone is still being powered, thanks to the UPS you have installed. Thank you very much, and see you next time.